Rather magic morning this morning. I'm not quite sure what the date is. Let's quick have a look. Yes, it's Friday the 26th, and we set off on the 30th. We got some retro farming there, ploughing. When I was back at Agricultural College in the late 70s, early 80s, and one of our sheep lecturers, I can't remember his surname, Hugh. I can remember him saying that you go and take a flat field, you go and plough it, and then you go and till it many times over to get something flat again before you go and drill your seeds in there. And isn't that a waste of time and energy? And of course, modern farming methods, now they're talking about min-till. The hassle is, how do you go and sort of create a habitat that the new crop can grow in? And so I think glyphosate tends to be the go-to. So you got considerably cheaper, but I'm not sure about the chemical impact. Not an easy one, but min-till's a good idea. Just look at these flowers. Just look at that. It's just unbelievable, the daisies and buttercups. It's like, wow. All of a sudden, spring has come upon us, and there's quite a blossom. Found a rabbit hole from the hawthorn. So the hawthorn comes out later in the year when the leaves come out, rather than the blackthorn. But just look at that. And there's quite a heady scent from those. So we're just in the final throes of trying to get everything sorted. Did a video the other day of sort of final kit check and packed my bag up in bits and pieces. So got my senior person's rail card, so it cost me 70 quid for 3 years and saved me 30 quid on the first trip, so I think it'll be quids in. We used to go to London a couple of times a year. But, a bit ludicrous, isn't it, how much we pay for trains? You'd think that they'd be wanting to subsidise that with the road tax to try and get us off the roads onto the railways. I think it's the most efficient way to travel. I think it's more efficient than by foot or bike. I seem to remember reading somewhere that out of all the modes of transport and things like what's the name of this bird? Escapes me. It's one that flies on its wing all its life. That's incredibly efficiently, sleeps on the wing. But I think rail tops it all, and then I think it's then bikes. And then I think some of the animal kingdom kicks in, and then foot. Surprising how many calories we go and burn walking along, as we're going to find out over the next 6 or 7 weeks on the Camino. I've got a few more jobs to do at home. Ordered a couple of other things. Ordered one of those. I've had one before, one of those silly little tripods that will hold your phone so you can do some selfies. So it's not just all me. Get Kerry in there as well, and I got some work stuff that's likely to kick off. I can do a lot on my phone, but I'm going to take a little tiny Chromebook at only 100 quid. And so we'll see how we get on with that. I think it weighs 1 kilo, so reasonable amount of weight, but quite a clever little bit of technology. The shoes I've been using for ages, the North Face Hedgehogs, they just work quite well for me. But I bought myself a new pair to go out there and thought, right, I'm not going to wear them until I go out. And then I whacked them on a few times. It's like, actually, they need to be broken in a little bit. So I've been wearing them for a week. I've got them on now, just trying to loosen up a little bit. So although we've got new shoes, they're not new shoes that are not broken in before we do the walk. It's going to take, so we go out on the 30th. And we're taking quite a slow route, so we're catching a train up to London, spending the night in London, and catching Eurostar under the tunnel. I've not done that before. To Paris, a night in Paris, and then down to Bayonne, night in Bayonne, and then we catch a little tiny stop at every station jobby that takes us up to St John Pier de Port, and I think we get there lunchtime-ish, because it takes a long time. And then there's supposed to be quite big queues getting the passport, so we thought rather than try and get in the passport the same day, we've actually got 2 nights at St John Pier de Port, so the idea is the first day we go and grab our passport, and then the next day we can start off nice and bright and early. And then Kerry's booked us into the first auberge. I think it's only 8k in, so quite a short one, although it's all uphill. And then I think the next day is something like 14k, I think. But those first couple of days, there's not very many auberges, and they get booked up pretty quick. So unless you want to do sort of 25, 30k the first day, and it's all uphill to cross the Pyrenees. So she's done that for us, which sounds lovely. Lots of these. There was a little van in where I took the dog for a walk at Calf to You, and it's not too bad. It's not great. But I'm gonna have to come up with a scale because we're gonna be drinking lots of coffees, and my children tell me I'm a coffee snob. I wouldn't say I'm a coffee snob. I just appreciate a nice coffee, and this one is okay. It's not bad. It's not good. It's okay. So I think we might just go for a 4-point scale. So, there we go. Makes you have that tough decision of whether it's a 2, which is poor, or 3, which is good. It's going to have to be a 2, even though it's not so bad. You know, if it was a 5-point scale, you give it a 3, but it's a 4. Make that tough to cuff cool. Calf to You, unfortunately, is a 2. Go a bit more nuanced. Going to go for an 8-point scale. So kind of the same thing. Sort of 2 points for each one, which means actually Calf to You, I'm going to give it a 4, which is maybe the same score, but not quite good enough to creep up into the good category. 8-point scale. Calf to You, 4.